Emily Dawson hadn't eaten in 2 days. Her mother had passed away, she had lost her job, and today was the final deadline for rent. She sat near a trash bin, staring at a number on her phone, a man she once knew, someone who had once told her, "If you're ever desperate, call me." Her conscience screamed at her, but hunger, helplessness, and the cold night pulled her toward a line she never imagined she'd cross. She stood by the roadside, holding back tears. She had never thought her life would come to this. Just then, the sound of a motorcycle broke the silence. For a brief moment, she thought fate had hurt her. Her thin jacket did little against the biting wind. Each moment felt like the last one she could survive. The biker hit the brakes hard, and Emily flinched. She stepped back, wary. But the man was smiling. There was curiosity in his eyes, and confidence in his demeanor. "This area isn't safe at night," he said. "Do you need help?" Emily lowered her head. The fear outside and desperation within clashed inside her. She nodded slightly but couldn't find the words. Somewhere in her heart, a tiny flicker of hope tried to come alive. The biker removed his helmet, long hair, shiny jacket, eyes full of life. He looked like someone straight out of a movie, like fate had dropped a hero into her life. But fate is rarely that simple. "Are you okay?" he asked. "Why? Who are you?" Emily snapped. "I'm Zane. I've seen girls like you, but you seem different." He smiled. For the first time, Emily's guard lowered a little. Zane offered her food, and she accepted. Casually, he steered the conversation toward her past. He listened to her pain, really listened. Emily found herself laughing at small things. For a moment, it felt like a new beginning was possible. But the truth was still hidden. On the way, Zane said, "Sometimes life gives you a chance, but not every chance should be trusted." Outside the restaurant, Zane draped his coat over Emily's shoulders. The cold still stung, but the coat warmed more than just her body, it touched something in her heart. His gaze felt genuine, like he could feel the pain she carried. During dinner, Emily caught herself laughing again. For the first time in ages, she felt safe. But something in Zane's eyes didn't add up, a certain glint, as if he wore a mask. "Where do you live?" Zane asked gently. "Anywhere," she replied, avoiding eye contact. "These days, at the train station." Zane paused, then said, "I have an apartment. If you want, you could stay for a while." Emily flinched. One side offered shelter, the other, suspicion. But she was exhausted, emotionally, physically, and fatigue makes decisions the heart never would. Tears welled in her eyes, not out of weakness, but because she had nothing left to say. Zane's apartment was surprisingly clean and modern. Beautiful paintings on the wall, soft couches, and the scent of fresh coffee in the air. "This is all yours?" Emily asked. "Yeah," he chuckled. "I do a few things here and there. Just hate being lonely." Zane gave her the guest room. As Emily looked at herself in the mirror, messy hair, tired eyes, something in her heart still dared to hope. But just as she closed the door, she heard Zane on the phone. "Yeah, she's with me, she'll be ready by next week." Her heart sank. She froze by the wall, unable to breathe. The very darkness she tried to escape, it was hiding in Zane's voice. The next morning, Zane made breakfast, pink pancakes, orange juice, like something out of a rom-com. But Emily couldn't shake off what she had heard. Her eyes silently studied him. "You're special, Emily," Zane said. "Life's giving you another chance." Emily forced a nod and a weak smile. That afternoon, Zane took her shopping, expensive, stylish clothes. But something felt off. The clothes were beautiful, but her soul felt uneasy. That evening, as they returned, a tall man suddenly stepped in front of them. Silent. Intense. His eyes locked on Emily, then Zane. Zane's face turned pale. "What are you doing here?" he asked angrily. The man replied, "Your lies are about to end." Emily saw something in him for the first time, truth, burning quietly. Emily found herself stepping closer to the stranger. "Do you know me?" she asked quietly. "No. But I want to," he replied gently. His voice felt like peace, like something she hadn't felt in years. Zane yelled, "Stay away from her. This is none of your business." The stranger gave Zane a single, steady look, and Zane fell silent. Emily was stunned. What was it about this man that even Zane feared? "I'm Jack," he said. "And the pain in your eyes. I've seen it for years." Tears welled up in Emily's eyes. She turned to Zane, whose face now showed fear. Was this all just a setup? Zane didn't speak. His silence said everything. Emily looked at the door. It wasn't just an exit, it was a way out of a life she didn't choose. Jack held out his hand. "Come with me. I'll get you out of here." Zane tried to stop her, but Emily didn't hesitate. The fear was gone from her eyes. She walked forward, one step at a time, away from her past, towards something unknown but true. Jack's car was waiting on the street. She quietly got in. "Are you taking me away?" Emily asked. "No," Jack replied. "You're taking yourself away. I'm just here, for as long as you need me." Jack brought Emily to a small cottage outside the city, close to nature, far from fear. Birds chirped, trees swayed, and the silence was healing. That night, for the first time in years, Emily slept without fear. The next morning, sunlight streamed through the windows. Jack made breakfast, simple but full of care. "This might all feel new," he said softly, "but you deserve it." Tears rolled down Emily's cheeks. "Who are you, really?" Jack smiled. "Just a man who lost his sister, because of someone like Zane. And now, I want to save at least one life." Emily's hands trembled. For the first time, someone wanted to protect her, without wanting anything in return. Days passed. Emily began to feel peace. She planted flowers, read books, and slowly opened up to Jack. But one day, in the local market, she saw Zane again. Still manipulative. Still dangerous. "You thought I wouldn't find you," he whispered. Emily panicked and ran straight back to Jack. "He's looking for me, Jack. He won't stop." Jack took a deep breath. "Then it's time, Emily. Time for you to become strong. This fight isn't just mine. It's yours too." Weeks had passed. Emily felt a new light within herself. She had started looking for a job again, and Jake had been teaching her how to use a computer. One day, a message popped up from Zane. "Come back. Girls like you don't get too far." Emily turned off her phone and smiled. She looked at herself in the mirror, a strong, dignified, and beautiful woman. Quietly, she stepped outside. Jake was working in the garden. "I'm ready," she said. "For what?" Jake asked. "For my life. I don't belong to anyone now, I belong to myself." Jake nodded with pride. The story wasn't over. In fact, this was where her new beginning truly began.